Do
One
you?
of the craziest things ever.
I mean, do you think that's a bad thing though?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's just like I didn't know anyone was complaining about it. I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, see, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the things that are like complaints, if you want to like put it in that way, I mean, saying hey, let's get band-aids that like are all skin tones seems like something that would have been thought of a while ago.
Sure.
Just because like the regular band-aid like looks like white skin, and I mean I'm not obviously
Sure.
there's a lot more than white people. So yeah, why wouldn't you make different shit? Like because
But
you
I
don't
don't
want
think it was
something.
made to match the skin color of a white person.
I don't know, bro. Look at a band aid I
It
mean
doesn't match me. This thing's darker than I
that
am.
would match me. Look at me. That matched me perfect.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it
This thing's
would.
dark.
It would match me perfect. But they got
Do,
all the
do they?
different color
It
band aids.
doesn't match pink people. Now,
And
hear me
and
out.
you're telling me that that's not you're not making way more money selling different color band aids.
But here's the thing: if you're say you get cut and you're like, "Hey, I need a fucking band-aid," you're like, "Nope, not that one, motherfucker.
Uh-huh.
I need my skin-colored one."
What's wrong
What
with
does that
that?
mean?
You
No,
mean
but like, what if it's an emergency? You need a fucking fat
oh,
band-aid.
you're saying somebody denying a regular band-aid in the midst of a crisis?
Generally, band-aids. I mean, I wouldn't say small band-aids are used for emergencies, but bigger ones. What about bandage? Like, what about wrap?
I mean, bro, you can only
Like
take
when you bandage
bro,
someone's
we can
wound
only
up.
take so many steps in this marathon, Devin.
I know.
We can only take so many steps. We
But we
got
can only
band-aids.
make so many steps to equality. I'm not sure if that's one of them that needs to be taken or needs to be
No, like
forefronted.
no
I think there's
band-aids.
way more important
No,
things
yeah,
than that.
no band-aids should definitely be on the
Like
lower,
very low.
but it happened.
I'm not saying it's a wrong thing.
It
I'm saying it's
happened.
a little I don't know.
It happened. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me, you got Devin. We got a lot to talk about. We got week 12's games. We just finished watching Monday Night Football. I got a little bit of college football. Obviously, we got fantasy. We got a bracket today. We got some stuff to talk about, Devin.
Did
Now,
the
go ahead.
Bears just win on 4 field goals?
So we will talk about the Monday Night Football game a little more in depth in a little bit. But yes, the Bears did just win off of 3 field goals.
4.
4 field goals. Sorry, 4 field goals. But can I say this? Can I say this before anything? You actually no. I won't.
Say it. Say
No
it.
no 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 no. Just cause,
Say I'm a
bro.
stinky F word.
No.
Say it to my face.
Because because last episode I tried bringing up uh old boy from OKC, and I
Oh,
it was
we're
there
doing
was
this again? You did
there
this with something else where I was like, we don't need to talk about this.
it's the thing, and it's like, bro, there's just more coming out.
You did it with Lizzo, yeah.
There's just more coming out, and I was right about Lizzo. I was right about Lizzo because we ain't heard nothing about her since. We ain't heard nothing.
I mean,
We ain't heard a damn thing.
I never wanted to hear a lick of her anyway.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now listen, I was just thinking of something, and I just wanted to bring this up. I was kind of upset I didn't say it last episode, but when they asked him about it, because they asked him about it, like they asked him if he had any
I
comments
didn't
or
realize
whatever.
that he was still playing. I thought he
Bro,
was
he
on
played
leave
like
while being
last night.
investigated.
He
Yeah, he dropped
played.
a 20 burger last night.
He played. He's playing,
10.
bro. In the MLB, he ain't playing right now, is he?
He's back on the roster, but he was he was indefinitely suspended for like
Yeah.
half the season.
So the Josh Giddey situation, they asked him about it. I believe something along the lines of, do you have any comments? And he's just like, he basically is like, no. Like, he's like, I understand, but I don't have anything to say right now. All right, I get it.
Well, it's smart. He's being investigated.
No. Let's shut this bullshit all the way down. I'm tired of this because this is the second episode in a row. You're like, well, let's no. Fuck the well. It's smart. They're investigating. Okay, Devin. Say somebody accused you of that, and you were. Don't. Say
No. Let me say this.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
You got me misconstrued right now.
No, because you said, "Well, I understand. They're
I
investigating."
understand it because he did it.
No, if you didn't
If he
do it,
didn't do it, he would deny it. He did it. They're trying to figure out a way to mitigate the punishment right now.
okay. But I'm saying, if me and you were sitting here going, "Damn, he did that shit," because he definitely would have just denied it if he didn't
If he
do it.
didn't do it,
If he didn't
exactly.
do it, why wouldn't the NBA say, like, bro, you gotta step out, like, you gotta sit for a couple
That
games at
needs to
least.
happen.
You need to take a couple
That
steps,
needs to
because
happen.
and
The,
I and I
like
and I don't want to
because
hear
an
no,
investigation means that there was some wrongdoing that needs to
like, bro,
be.
I hear these stories of, like, well, she was in the club, or I don't like this and that. It's like, bro, it does not
Regardless.
matter. It really don't matter. And yeah, no, I got what you were saying. I just wanted to segue that into, but Devin, if you were asked about it and had the chance to speak about it, in front of the media, you'd probably be like, no, no, like, I didn't do that. Like, no, that
If
wasn't,
I didn't
I
do it,
didn't do it. Okay, but here's the thing. Even if you did, even if you were Josh Giddey in this situation, I probably would still say, yeah, no, that's cap. That's bullshit.
but here's the thing: there's
That's
nothing he
bullshit.
can say that will make this any better.
I
There's not a word he can
But
say.
here's the thing. If nothing happens, then he kind of, duh statement, but he's gonna get away with this. Like, what has to happen? Like, what does she have to press some type of charges? Does there have to be more evidence that the NBA has to find or whatever? Because
All right,
what
so
like, obviously,
if
the evidence that is out, there's not enough to do
well,
anything
if
about it.
they're like, I don't know if it's just the NBA investigating this or if there's police investigating this. If there's police, she doesn't have to file any claims. She's a minor. It would be him versus the state. Um, so they would file the charges against him.
Mhm.
But if it's just the NBA, like from what I'm seeing, I mean, they're probably just going to try to push it under the rug. The fact that he's still on the court
I
is
mean,
nuts. He
yeah.
should not be anywhere near a basketball court currently.
But yeah, no, the fact that you're sitting there not taking an opportunity to, right there, microphones in your face. Hey, Josh, did you, like, do that like crazy awful thing that you're getting accused of doing? I understand, like, why you guys would ask, because but
Because I did it.
but, like, nah. I don't want to. I don't want to speak on that, or, like, however he talks. I don't want to speak on that. I don't have comments right now.
Fucking kangaroo boy,
However
dude.
he
Fuck this
sounds.
guy.
And then I heard somebody like, well, maybe in Australia. I was like, no, like, shut
No.
that shit up.
No.
Guess what?
When the Indians come to America and they get caught on to catch a predator, we don't give them an Indian pass.
Guess what?
Doesn't happen.
You're
I can
hilarious.
say I'm Indian. I can say it. We're good.
I know you're hilarious. But if like, you're in Oklahoma City, like, it doesn't matter what you do.
You think it'd be better if it was his cousin?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, I
You think
don't.
they'd be like, all right, you know what? It's Oklahoma.
Either way,
Beats me, brother. I don't
Either
know.
way, no, Josh Giddey's a predator, and we need to get him off the NBA courts, because I've I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of other people who would be shut down immediately, and for some reason Josh Giddey ain't getting that same treatment. I don't know why.
Like, what was his name? Miles Leonard.
Mm-hmm.
Was that his name?
Yeah,
Trailblazer?
Myers Leonard
Myers.
Myers Leonard Leonard
Yeah.
Myers. What's his fucking name?
Myers.
I know you're talking about the racist yo. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I know. I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
Go
he
go
said
ahead while you fact check the name.
Myers Leonard. Yeah, he said a bad word
Yeah,
and was suspended for like what 2 years.
I mean, I think
I'm pretty sure he was kicked out of the
I was
league.
gonna say, I don't know if he was suspended, or it was more like, you know, hey, we're just gonna push you to the side and we're just gonna let you sit with that for a little bit. We're gonna let you
Well, they kicked him off the team.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't know if there was ever a suspension put on him. But I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Can I say this? Maybe this is a hot ass take. This one situation for Josh Giddey is worse than anything Ja Morant did. This
Yes,
this one
yes,
thing,
agreed, 100%
Ja
agreed.
Morant got suspended 25 games. Ja Morant's still not
For
playing.
beating up a minor.
He's was that for the minor thing or was that for the
No,
picture of the gun?
it's
So
probably the guy.
that was for the picture of the gun. And
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, bro, he beat up some 17-year-old that was fucking the same size as him. Okay, whatever. It's two dudes. He wasn't. You you know where I was going, but bro, it's
How do
like,
we
bro,
know?
stop. Don't even
I'm
go
joking.
there. But listen, nothing John Morant did even comes close to this sick weirdo. So I don't
Yeah.
I don't
All
know.
right.
But
Well, this is what happened to Myers Leonard.
mhm.
So he
It's
was.
Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. You know we got the
Huh?
Christmas. I was just giving Christmas joy. We're out here talking about fucking weirdos. I was spreading some Christmas joy.
That's good.
Go ahead, my fault.
Um,
Damn.
Leonard was suspended indefinitely while the NBA conducted an investigation.
Okay.
So he was suspended before they found out that this was a bad thing, and then he was released 2 weeks later.
All right, bro. All right, fuck it. All right, I
So
guess.
this to me seems way more like an NBA problem than a Josh
Oh.
Giddey issue if he's still allowed to play.
No, it's definitely still a Josh Giddey issue, but no, that's crazy.
But
That
this
is
is a big NBA issue. If I was the NBA, I would suspend him immediately.
yeah, but it's an NBA issue because you're handing out larger penalties to somebody like Ja Morant, who yeah, obviously scold him, punish him for what he did, but
But he's
like
also a star. Josh Giddey's a loser.
you got to quadruple down. You got to quadruple down on. You got to quadruple down on fucking Josh Giddey. There's no question about that. Um, we got week 12 games. We got week 12 games to talk about, Devin. We just finished off week 12 with Monday Night Football.
That's Josh Giddey's age limit.
We got a lot of we got a lot of games. We got some good games. We got some okay games. We got some games that sucked. Um, but I mean, we're gonna get right into it. So, New Orleans versus Atlanta. Um,
What?
New Orleans versus Atlanta. You picked New Orleans. I
No,
just
I didn't.
now what so like what went through
No, I
your
didn't. Check
head?
the tape.
What went through your head and made
I
you
don't
think
know.
like like Derek Carr is good enough to win a football game? Because guess what? He's not. Derek Carr is not good enough to win football games anymore. That's just how it is. There was a point where he was. There was a point where he was all right. But I don't know. Neither of these teams, nothing really stood out. I mean, it's just a shame all the talent on Atlanta that is being wasted. Um,
Yeah,
but I mean, besides that, there wasn't really much that, like I said, that stood out from that game,
no.
except for you were wrong. So
I was wrong. Kamara's not what he used to be. Honestly, I thought Heineke was playing. I thought he would drop a shitter, but Desmond Ritter did it for him. Um, so I mean, I don't know.
yeah, no,
None. Both of these teams suck
yeah,
balls.
it was definitely not a fun game to watch at all. Pittsburgh versus Cincinnati. Um, so Pittsburgh won
We
barely.
both picked Pittsburgh. No,
We both picked Pittsburgh, but I mean it was 16-10. I don't. They're not legit. They got good
no.
weapons. They got a good defense. They got good weapons.
Their defense is good. That's it.
Can the weapons are there on offense?
Yeah.
Kenny Pickett's not him.
No.
Kenny Pickett is not him
No.
whatsoever. I'm telling you, he's not at all. At all. He is
I
super.
forgot
He
about
is
Fryermuth, dude.
like I'm telling you. I don't care about your little Pittsburgh preseason take. They would be last place in this division if the other two quarterbacks in this division that are out for the season were healthy right now.
My preseason take. No, the Steelers would still have a better record than the Bengals.
No, they wouldn't because they would have lost this game. And the Browns are The Steelers are 7-4, and so are the Browns. Like, what are we talking about?
But the Bengals would have been 6-5. The
Okay,
Steelers would have been.
we're assuming we're
Oh,
assuming
they would have the same record.
That's what I'm saying. And then by the end of the year, Pittsburgh would have boom, last fucking place.
Yeah, but I'll still be correct.
Sure, correct for the wrong reason.
No.
Yeah, you didn't come out and say
I didn't put in
Deshaun
a full
Watson,
healthy clause.
No. But saying this team is going to be ranked here because of their performance is a lot different than them sneaking into that slot because two of the teams that we both know could have been better than them had their starting quarterbacks out for the year for season-ending injuries.
Well, we know the Bengals would have been better. Maybe. But he played most of the
Browns have
season.
the same record as them right now. So there's we know. I mean, they got the same record. I'm just saying, Steelers.
Either way,
the Steelers beat the Bengals with fucking. I forgot bro's name. Fucking Jake Browning.
Yep.
Okay, by 6 points. Good job, great job. There was points where I was getting scared of Pittsburgh. I thought they were actually going to lose to Cincinnati, but they
won, and I'm still correct.
Shut the fuck up. You're not the Steelers are not good. The Steelers are not good.
No, I didn't. I never said that.
We can run the tape. You said they were going to be a good team. They have a good record. You were Pickens and
they have a good record.
You said they were going to be a good bro. So did the Broncos. It's a 1-game difference. If
the Broncos are
we gonna pick hairs?
The Broncos look better than the Steelers do.
And they have a worse record. So records don't mean shit. Thank you. Like, yes, some teams who aren't that good have a little better records than teams who are better. But
let me have my Steelers take, dude.
You can have your Steelers take, but I'm just saying.
Let me eat cake, bro.
I'm just saying you can have it, but you can't have.
I'm just trying to eat some cake.
Hey. Go get the ingredient. If you want your cake and you want to eat it too, you got to get the right ingredients.
Eggs, bacon, and grits.
You can't sit here.
Sausage.
Jags, Texans, 24-21. We both picked Jacksonville, but I will say...
Yeah, that was close, brother.
It was a good-ass game. It was a 58-yard field goal, missed.
It was a doink off the crossbar.
Yeah, doink off the crossbar. I mean, barely missed. Jacksonville gets the dub. Houston is like confusing and interesting.
They're very interesting. They're not bad.
Like, they're better than a lot of teams I would have assumed were going to just no question walk over them.
Yeah.
And they are standing their ground. They are still, I mean, Jags definitely took a leap 8-3 to 6-5, them being in the AFC South. I'll say for the upcoming future, there are going to be problems in the AFC South at the least.
Oh no, they'll be a massive problem to the AFC.
But yeah, no, that is like.
But CJ Stroud, 26 of 36, 300 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 47 rushing yards, and a rushing touchdown.
Yeah, no, that's the offensive rookie of the year.
Yo, big time.
That's the offensive rookie of the year. Bucks, Colts.
What do you mean?
Bucks, Colts.
Yeah,
what?
You tell me, brother. What happened? Where's your good team?
Where's my good team? My good team played Sunday night, but Baker, I mean, he got hurt early, came back and finished the game.
They really trashed through one pass, dude. What the fuck?
I mean, the Colts running backs got it done. I think they got like 150, 160 total rushing yards. I overshot and said, hey, if the Colts get 200 rushing yards, they could fuck around and win. But
yeah,
I don't know. The Bucks just.
Did I pick the Bucks too?
We both picked the Bucks, yeah, but
that sucks.
I don't know. It's just the Bucks are they're disappointing. They're disappointing me. I don't know.
Mike Evans is still a dog though.
I'm over the Bucks. A game I could care less about: Patriots versus the Giants.
I was right.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I didn't. Yeah, I don't want to, dude. If
But this was
quarterbacks,
not a convincing
I mean,
win or loss or
had
whatever
you
this
told
was.
me Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi were gonna split time, yeah, I probably would have went with the Giants too. But
And they both did bad, very bad.
yeah, and it was a terrible game. And am I? Is this not the game? Did the Patriots not miss like a gimme?
I think they did. Yes.
I was gonna say they did. Let me go back and
Um,
make sure. But I want to say the Patriots missed a. Yeah, they missed a field goal. They missed a 35-yard field goal
nice.
that would have sent it to overtime. So I mean, okay, whatever.
Well, Danny DeVito
Mm-hmm.
didn't play bad. 17 of 25, 191 and tutty. No picks. But yeah,
Yeah, but
the
the
Giants still suck.
Giants already came out and said that they're not against drafting a quarterback in the first round this upcoming year, right
Yeah.
after paying Mac Jones, which is hilarious.
Daniel
Um,
Jones.
Jesus Christ, Daniel Jones.
$40 million
That is
a
hilarious.
year.
Um, Patriots, Panthers, Titans.
It's just another shit fest.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they fired their head coach after this.
yeah,
Frank Reich is gone.
both these teams are abysmal. There's not really much to say. Derrick Henry didn't even really.
Two
He
tutties.
didn't do. Yeah, I mean, he got in the end zone.
Yeah.
He was able to do that, but I mean, as far as like dominating the game,
No.
like I would have expected, like when the Titans win, I'm thinking like, all right, 135 for Derrick Henry, two
No.
tutties,
76.
but a blowout I did not expect. Rams Cardinals,
You didn't
37,
expect it.
37-14. I mean, we thought about this. We
Did I?
didn't.
I picked the
We
Rams. You
both
picked the
picked the
Rams.
Rams, but we thought about it. We weren't just because we were talking about because do you remember you said I don't know who Arizona's quarterback is, and I had to give you like a look.
Yeah, no, and then I found out it was Kyler Murray,
And
but
you
then I
said
said
Kyler.
that like it's not even like for as much as he's on the field currently, he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, but I mean a 23-point loss.
Mm.
I don't think that's
Well,
I don't.
well, also the Cardinals' defense sucks,
They do.
and
They do
14
suck.
points could have won a couple games this week.
Another blowout I didn't expect was Browns Broncos.
But we both picked the Broncos,
We both picked the Broncos, but like
and MPJ got hurt.
the Broncos, I don't like. I don't like. I don't like. I don't want the
No,
Broncos.
I don't like the fact that they're doing well
I
right
don't
now.
want them even creeping in. I don't want them even creeping into a wild card spot or somehow finding their way playing in late January.
And Jerry Jeudy is still a what do you call him? What did he call him?
What did he call
A
himself?
dude?
Did he?
Just a dude?
Is that what Steve Smith said?
A jag, just a guy, a jag.
A
2
dude.
catches, 11 yards.
A dude.
He's a jag.
He's a dude.
Just a guy.
So the Broncos, they have the Texans, Chargers, Lions, Patriots, Chargers, Raiders.
Oh, dude, they're making the playoffs, brother.
Fuck,
They are
bro.
Sean Payton's gonna fucking be in the playoffs again, dude.
Fuck,
That's
bro. It's
crazy.
like they're gonna lose maybe 2 games.
And maybe they might.
Maybe.
I'd say they lose one to the Chargers.
No. I'm taking all that back. Texans is gonna be interesting.
I forgot.
They play the Chargers twice. I don't know if they get both of those.
They can get one.
And then Detroit.
I think they can get them.
They can beat the Raiders. They can beat the Patriots.
Oh, big time.
So we'll see.
They've got a pretty easy shot.
Okay.
But yeah, DTR got hurt and they put someone else in, or I don't know what happened. Yeah, PJ Walker came in.
Kansas City
Well, I think it's better than
Kansas City versus Vegas. I mean, it was 14-14 and a half.
Bro, you texted me, check the score, and I was at work, and I wrote out the text, and I just didn't hit send, but it was wait, like the season 2019, I think it was when they won the Super Bowl. They were down like every playoff game by
It
like
was
14
it
points.
was 14-14 at half, and Aiden O'Connell was playing statistically better than Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
So yeah, I was a little concerned. Did I think the did I think the Chiefs were going to lose? No, but I definitely was like, all right, they better turn it on, and then that's exactly what they did. 17-3 in the second half. But Kansas City's
Kelsey
not.
finally had a good game.
Kansas City ain't looking as dominant as they have in the past, and
Mm-mm.
and, and I'm
Mm-mm.
kind of overhearing that, like, not what you said, but like earlier this season, people were saying like Ryan Fitzpatrick's like, the Chiefs, they play bad in September and October, and then they turn it on. Bro, we're almost in December.
I know.
So I don't want to hear, like, we can't keep saying like, well, we just gotta wait, and once they, like, there's no wait. Like, we're getting closer and closer to these playoffs. We are close. We're six
The
weeks
Super Bowl
away.
will be Ravens 49ers. And that's based off of the logo thing.
Yeah, the
Have you
colors,
seen the last two logos?
colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't want that to be the Super Bowl. If
Well,
the
you want one of them to be.
Yeah,
I think you would rather that be the Super Bowl than the fucking Chiefs Eagles again, or any other
sure, but
combination that
I
doesn't
don't,
involve
I
the
don't,
Ravens.
I don't want to play the Niners this year in the Super Bowl. I don't.
So you would rather not play in the Super Bowl than play the Niners.
No, but if I had to choose my opponent in the Super Bowl,
Well,
it would be
sure,
the
but
Niners.
this is a world where you probably don't have to choose your opponent. You'll
No,
take
I
a Super
don't.
Bowl
But
appearance.
I'm not saying I don't think we'd beat them, but I just feel like they give.
The dick
I don't know.
sucks toward that team would be crazy.
It would. It would. It would. It would. Philly Buffalo.
What a game!
That was a great game that went in the OT. Um, Hurts game-winning touchdown drive in overtime. Um, I mean,
Game-winning touchdown.
Josh Allen was running all around, making plays. He's also a fucking bitch because he got that rough in the passer call that just really pissed me off because I'm so sick of him fly. You want to talk about, oh, we need to ban this. We need to find players for this and safety and this. How about we start throwing flags or finding players for drawing penalties that just clearly are not penalties? Because
Yeah.
I'm really over just somebody running at Josh Allen. Josh Allen is what, the size of Cam Newton?
Can can we at least just make it a penalty to tackle Aaron Rodgers?
But can we stop pretending like these guys that are running at like 50% speed at Josh Allen, who's like massive, is just like, I mean, he's just
No.
flying. I mean, he is flying
He
back
is always
when
flying.
he's
I
getting.
know.
And I'm really. I mean, this is like James Harden to the lane, through the
Yeah.
lane, just everywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I'm over
stepping
it.
into.
But I am glad that Philly did get the dub. I love seeing the Bills sitting at six.
I'm not glad. This is so dumb.
The Bills are 6-6, Devin. Take your hatred for Philly out of this and just understand that the Bills are 6-6.
No, the Eagles suck.
The Bills, and they'll get exposed for that. Don't worry. But the Bills are 6-6. We all know two of those wins Philly has were barely wins versus the Commanders.
Exactly.
Barely wins
And
versus
that's
the
just
Commanders.
two of them.
I know. I know that. Trust me. I know. We all know that 10-1 is a look. I mean, let's go back and look. Starting from week 1. So they beat the Patriots by 5. Cool.
Not cool.
They beat the Vikings by 6.
Not
Okay.
cool.
They blew the Bucks out 25-11.
All right, sure.
They beat the Commanders in overtime by 3.
By 3.
They beat the Rams.
Cool.
I mean 23-14. Cool win. They lost to the Jets.
Yep. The only decent team so far.
Their best win, like just by a dominant standpoint, Dolphins. They beat y'all by a touchdown. They beat the Cowboys by 5.
Who aren't good.
They beat the Cowboys by 5, Chiefs by 4, Bills. So I'll give them Bills, Chiefs, Dolphins. I'm the Cowboys are okay. I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna say okay because that's kind of that to me that's kind of hating. They're good. They're good. But for me to sit here, they are good. But for me to sit here and gas a 5-point win over Dallas and be like, this is it. This is why they're 10-1. I'm not gonna do all that. And then
Are they better than most NFC teams? Yeah, probably all of them.
yeah, I mean, according to our last week's power ranking, they're the best team in the NFC. That might
I
change.
don't know. I just fucking hate. Like, I liked the 2017, 2018 Eagles because it was just that year. They weren't supposed to have that year, and now they have a team where it's like, oh, Jalen Hurts is our guy forever, and it sucks. I hate it. I think this is bad.
I mean, I completely understand because especially coming from your point of view, you're a Washington fan. I've had to watch plenty of years the big three in Pittsburgh go crazy and hear about Joe Burrow and all this shit. And I mean, the AFC North is the toughest division in football, but you gotta give them credit where it's due. I mean,
No,
Philly's not. Philly's a good team. Are they the best team in the league because they have the best record? No. That's no to both. They're not the best team in the league, and just because they have the best record in the league, they're not the best team in the league.
no,
The best team in the league might be the team that plays Sunday night.
the Broncos, the
Now
Chargers.
I'm not gonna lie. There were some moments where I was like, ugh, I don't, ugh. But I will say that there were a lot of moments in that game between the Ravens and Chargers. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, where I was, I am very excited for just more football from the Ravens. We get a bye week. We're getting a bunch of rest. We're gonna
Yeah,
come back firing. We get to. Just the plays we got from Zay, Odell staying healthy, Isaiah Likely stepping up for us, Rashad Bateman in there making plays. Um, um,
but the off. I
our
mean,
all of our running backs making plays. Lamar just playing, just doing him, bro. Like Lamar
okay,
just doing him.
yes, the offense was decent, but this was one of the not so great offensive performances from this team this year.
No, I know, but I'm saying I'm still happy with what our offense did
Sure, but the appreciation for this team should go to the defense.
for this win.
For this win, yes, for this win.
Yeah,
What, 4 turnovers?
yeah.
Jadavian Clowney
Defense
forces
played
a
great.
fumble.
Defense played lights out,
Roquan forces no, Queen forces a fumble.
bro. They've been comparing this defense to the 2000 Ravens defense. I know, but
They're comparing this defense to a defense in '82, which was before the Bears, the fucking Legion of Boom, y'all in 2000.
yeah, but I mean, we all know who the best defenses were. It's not. I mean, it's
It's not the
2000
Bears.
Ravens. It's 2000 Ravens.
You
85
sure it's not
Bears.
the 2006 Redskins?
But yeah, no. I mean, yes, the defense played lights out.
Yeah.
But I'm happy we got the dub. We're 9-3. The Ravens are 9-3.
Do you know what happened the last time you guys were 9-3?
What?
You finished 9-8.
You think we're gonna finish 9-8?
No,
No,
but it is funny.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. You think we're gonna finish 9-8?
No.
Okay, well, let's look at it. So we got a bye week, and then we got the Rams.
If the worst thing that could happen to this team happens, then yeah, you will. But I don't think it will.
We got the Rams at home,
Yep.
1:00.
Dub.
Then we play in Jacksonville.
Okay, maybe not a dub, but that's
Wow,
definitely a
maybe
game.
not a dub. We're
No,
already
I'm
hating.
saying it's not a for sure dub.
You know where we play after that?
Pittsburgh.
We play in San Fran.
L.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding. No,
Wow.
your defense is gonna
No.
fuck them up, but they got a good defense too.
Devin, I want you to pick San Fran that week.
No, I'm not gonna.
I want you to pick San Fran.
I will
that week.
actually, just
I
because you want me
you
to.
to.
You're welcome.
I want you to pick San Fran now.
Lock it in.
And that's a Monday night football game. Yeah, no,
Nick Bosa, no high fives for them.
yeah, I'm gonna just say this: if you think our defense played good, then just imagine how Brock Purdy's gonna look when our defense is in his face. Cause he ain't doing nothing. I got it. Your Bosa joke. It's hilarious. Fuck. Like I don't. I could care less about those racist fuckers.
No, I know they suck. The
Uh.
both of them suck, dude.
Yeah. No. Yeah. One's sitting there eating
Nick and Joey.
fucking mini raisin bran in the press box, and then fucking bro in San Fran's like, no, I don't, no carbs, just protein. Just shut up. Just
But that's not even the worst things about him, dude.
it's
I'm rich.
it's Thanksgiving. Just eat.
Pussy.
Just
As
eat.
he's drinking a Bud Light seltzer. Joey Bosa sucks.
Look.
You're drinking a flavored Bud Light seltzer and you're calling another guy a pussy? Fuck you.
Then
That's crazy.
we play the Dolphins and the Steelers. So I mean, yeah, no, we like it was already said, we got the toughest schedule for the remaining of the season, but I'm happy with the
Well, you
dub.
knocked off one of the tough teams,
Mm-hmm.
which is a team that should not be 4-7, but they are, and whatever.
Um,
And Staley should be fired right
and
now.
and then we got Monday Night Football. So, that, I mean, it happened. Like it happened.
We're good.
It
I,
happened.
how many times are we gonna have to watch the fucking Bears on primetime?
It feels like every day. It
Or the
feels just,
Vikings?
but Josh Dobbs and the Vikings lose to the Bears. And I'm not gonna
Bro, they
lie,
have 4 primetime games.
Josh Dobbs threw 4 picks.
He did.
The It is so sad that the Bears in the last 2 weeks have caused 8 turnovers and are 1-1. In the one game they won, they made 4 field goals, and that was it.
Yep.
I mean, it is sad. And it's also sad that Minnesota couldn't capitalize on the fact that they kept turning the ball over, and we're still just like, are they just gonna like keep us in the game?
Yeah,
All right,
this was
6-3. Let's do it. Like, I mean,
how do you get 4 picks and not score a touchdown?
that's a great question. But you know that
That's got to suck.
it happened. It happened.
And you can take back all your stuff that you said last year about how Justin Fields is good.
Okay. I'll take it back. No,
Thank you.
no, but I didn't say he
No,
was.
he's good.
I didn't say he was good because like his ability. I just said like he might win a couple games. Cause like Kirk Cousins was out for the year. I can't like
You know it,
predict.
dude. You
I
know it.
can't predict like the Josh Dobbs effect. I can't. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You know it.
I know Justin Fields ain't like that. A little bit of college
Yeah.
football. I mean,
Kenny Pickett. I was definitely wrong about that Steelers team.
I will say next episode I do want to talk a little bit about all the conference championship games, because I mean we do got some big ones.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Big Ten, SEC, ACC, shit like that. But
You
Florida
know who's
season,
not in one?
Florida season is over. They are 5-7. We played a very great first half versus Florida State,
And then the rest was Dookie.
and then we shit the bed.
Yep.
Which is fine. You know, hey, the season's over. I'm kind of glad it's over. I'll enjoy some basketball.
Yeah, but y'all just lost to fucking
I don't care.
was it
Uh,
Villanova?
no,
Somebody.
we lost to Virginia and somebody
Somebody
else,
blew.
but it was somebody good, and it was by like
It was
3 points,
close.
so it was nothing crazy. But
You guys don't
Florida,
look bad though. You guys don't look as bad as Maryland.
I mean, next year, I'm excited. You know, with Mertz coming back and a lot of our
Yeah.
guys coming back, we had a lot of young guys this
And
year, and it's
well, y'all got
all right. We'll be all right.
that whatchamacallit coming in.
It's Mertz season next year, though. It's Mertz.
Sure.
It's Mertz season next year.
Hey, at least you guys beat Florida State in basketball. That's cool.
Oh yeah. We did shit on them in basketball, but that does put our final record 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 and 4 because there was 16 games played, correct?
Something like that.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you finished 11-5. I finished 12-4.
You suck.
You suck. I, I
No,
finished
I'm the
12 and
cooler one.
4. You finished 11-5, which puts you at 111 and 69 losses. And that throws me up at 100.
Come
And
on.
you happy about that record?
69 losses, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
121 and 59. All right. I'll take it.
You know who's not in a conference championship game?
Who? Colorado.
Yeah, dude.
It
Fuck
is good.
prime,
What
dude.
they lost to Utah, yeah.
Yeah, they're 4-8.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, hey, Florida finished with a better record than the most
How
talked
sick is
about,
that? How
college
sick
football
is
team.
pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into a team to win 3 more games? That's fucking sick.
Colorado was
That's awesome.
the most talked about college football team all off season, and the Gators had a better record. So hey,
Yeah, remember when Shador was in Brady mode? Remember when this team was ranked? You remember that after beating Colorado State? Because
mm-hmm.
that's why we put teams in rankings because they beat a Colorado State and
Yeah,
a Nebraska
yeah.
and a TCU that is no longer TCU.
No, well they weren't. I mean
They
TCU.
weren't. They're not who they were last year.
TCU was a sham last year. Let's
And
talk.
then when they lose to Oregon, Prime says you better catch us now. That's the worst we gonna
You
get.
better catch us now. He did
That's the
say
worst we
that.
gonna get.
He did
I bet
say
it
that.
was because you lost to Stanford after that and UCLA and
Let's
Washington State by a lot.
let's talk fantasy. So I don't know if I went 2-0 or 1-1, but I did win in one league, 53 points from Josh Allen, DeAndre Swift balling out, Najee, Devontae Adams, Christian Kirk, 5 points from George Kittle. Expected at this point. Devin Singletary, 14 points. Didn't even realize I had Levante David in, who did not play, and still won by like 50 points. So I will take it. Anybody on the bench? 37 from Stafford, but I did not need it.
Nope.
How are you looking? Where's your
I
team
fucking
at?
shitted on everybody this week, dude.
Oh, there it is.
I shitted it on everybody. Dak, 46 points. Derrick Henry, 25 points. Brees Hall, 13. Mike Evans, 25. Nico Collins, I put him in over Terry McLaurin, 24 points. Njoku, 12. Mostert, 26. Okereke, 11. The Giants D, 11.75. The only two people I could have put in was my defensive player. He had 7 more points, and my kicker, who had 3 more points. I scored 203 this week, bitch.
Oh, and in this other league, I lost by 2.1 points.
Oh, that's AIDS,
I had
brother.
Josh Allen, Tony Pollard, Gus Edwards only getting me 4 points, Jamar Chase, Brandon Cooks, Tyler Higbee, 0.7 points from Adam Thielen,
Nice.
-2 points from Philly. I'm looking at my bench. I mean, Curtis Samuel with 15 points, so I definitely could have won had I just
I would
played.
put anyone in over Adam Thielen.
All right, but he gave me a couple. I mean, he had a couple weeks where he was doing a little something. But yeah, Curtis Samuel. But I mean, y'all got blown the fuck out. So I didn't expect him to. Hey, he was gonna be the only guy with 100 receiving yards. Like, okay, sorry, my
Well,
fault.
Adam Thielen hasn't done a thing this year.
I just didn't expect it. I didn't know. But with that being said, you know what we got to do? We got to give out our MVP votes and then do this power ranking. So my contenders before I give out my MVP votes this week. And let's talk. Let me give out the current. So currently, right now, my first place with 10 points, I got Lamar. And your first place with 9. It's a 3-way tie with Tua, Lamar, and Jared Goff. In my second place, I got Tua with 9 points. Your second place, you got Josh Allen and Purdy with 6 points. I got Purdy with 8 points. You got Hurts with 4. I got Herb, Goff, and Josh Allen with 5. You got CJ, Will Levis, and Christian
Who's CJ?
McCaffrey. C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud, Will Levis, and Christian McCaffrey, all with 3 MVP, all with the same amount of MVP votes, which is hilarious. And then after that,
I put all of them number 1 week.
2s and 1s. But my contenders this week, I got Jordan Love,
Get the fuck
22 of 32, 268 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions with 39 rushing yards. Dak Prescott, 22 of 32, 331 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Jalen Hurts, 18 for 31, 200 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, but had 65 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Peyton Manning, who went 20. Peyton Manning, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I have PM for Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, 27th out of 34, 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 receptions, 0 interceptions. And Matt Stafford, 25 of 33, 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception.
I have to do my research because I don't agree with a couple of those that you picked.
That's fine. Winning is a big factor. I mean, there's definitely some guys who I could just pick out who had better stats, but I mean, to me, you got to win. That's one of the biggest things for me.
Yeah, but Jordan Love winning that game was not Jordan Love winning that game.
But no, Jordan Love played a great game. He was 22 of 32, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns. 40
yeah, the game was
yards.
gifted to him.
But I mean, he still played a good game.
Yeah, but then we can say that losing quarterbacks should be put in because basically he's a losing quarterback. Because he's a loser.
Bro, you gave Will Levis.
Dak did this garbage time. The whole game was garbage time. They scored 25 in the fourth quarter. Doesn't count.
Dude, I'm just giving my contenders out. Holy shit.
No, I know. I'm just talking.
I mean, not every team that makes the playoffs makes the Super Bowl. I mean, holy.
No, I agree.
Holy shit. I mean,
well, C.J. Stroud's my number 1.
Okay. Okay, so a loser as your number 1 MVP this week.
Yep.
Okay, that makes total sense.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes you want to explain why? I mean, he lost. Josh Allen. If you want to put a losing quarterback at 1, why not Josh Allen?
Josh threw the ball 55 times. I'm not putting him in there.
Okay.
Stafford's my number 2. He won.
Versus the fucking Cardinals, like that's
4 passing touchdowns.
Is that what
you got Dak?
Is that what we're doing?
Is that what we're doing?
Is that what we're doing though? Versus the Cardinals,
you got Dak against us,
bro. But you're sitting here going, Jordan Love was given that game. How was Jordan Love given that game?
They turned the ball over 4 or 5 times.
And that, okay, he okay. You know what he could have done? What Justin Fields did, and did nothing with those turnovers.
All right. Jordan Love has a better argument than Dak Prescott does.
I think
this.
Okay, sure, but either way, go ahead. C.J. Stroud at 1,
Stafford at 2, Patrick Mahomes at 3.
Wow, that is a terrible list.
That's okay.
That is an awful list. I'm going to completely disagree with you on that. So Patrick Mahomes struggled versus the Raiders for an entire half, and then came out.
He locked it
half,
in.
And he locked in for a half. I'm not doing that. I'm putting Jalen Hurts number 1, who
struggled in the first half.
Okay, and had a game-winning touchdown drive in overtime in the rain.
Struggled in the first half.
And played and had a game-winning touchdown drive in overtime in the rain. He had 5 total touchdowns. 5 total touchdowns. All just him, and he won. I forgot about that. My number 1 MVP. He won his game. After that,
You just say Dak.
But the thing is, I like the way. I'm gonna put Stafford at 2 and Love at 3. I like the way Jordan Love played better than what I saw from Dak.
Wait, why am I getting shit on for putting Matt Stafford in there?
No, you're getting shit on for CJ at 1 and Patrick Mahomes at
Well,
3.
you shit on me for the Cardinals.
Okay, that was like one thing. Your entire list is bad, but yeah, Matt
I
Stafford.
don't think it's bad.
I do, but I mean that's fine. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of
All
this
right, the CJ
podcast.
Stroud pick is a little not great. That's fair.
No, it's fine. It's fine. CJ Stroud, he had a great game. I'm just shocked you put just a loser at the number 1 spot. I feel like you got to win the game to get the number one vote at least. Because I know I gave a loser 1 vote a couple weeks ago, but I want to say it was
Sam Howell.
I don't remember who it was, but it was maybe Trevor. I don't think Trevor. Maybe Herb. I don't remember. I don't remember, but
Someone
it's
probably had a
fine.
crazy
It's
game.
fine. That's your list. You got CJ at 1, Stafford at 2, Mahomes at 3. We got a power ranking. We got a power ranking. So nice and simple, Devin. Um, who's at 1?
Baltimore.
Is 1 staying at 1? Now
The Ravens? Yeah.
let's get right to this. So Philly has the best record in the league, and they're coming off a big win. Because it goes Philly, KC, Miami, San Francisco. Do you like that order? And do you want to make any changes to that?
I think currently that's fine.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, we're not put. You said Miami, isn't there?
You want to go San Fran over Miami? Or Miami at 4, San Fran at 5?
Uh,
That's what I'm saying. Right now, I got San Francisco over
San
Miami.
Fran, yeah.
I got San Francisco over Miami. All right. So San Fran at 4, Miami. And then, all right, we're looking at Jacksonville, Detroit, Dallas, Buffalo. So I think Buffalo's better than Dallas, Detroit, and maybe Jacksonville. But
I think
I'm
Jacksonville
gonna give
stays.
Jacksonville. I'm gonna say Jacksonville stays, but I think they're better than Detroit and Dallas right now.
I agree. Yes.
Even with their loss, even with their 6-6 record, I think they are better. I think they're better. Um, so we got Buffalo sitting at 7. That leaves us with Detroit, Dallas.
Dallas over Detroit. Detroit, yes. Like for as much as I hate Dallas, Detroit has really struggled.
Okay. Okay.
Like a lot the past couple of weeks.
Okay. Okay. Um, I would say, so Houston, I think needs to make a jump
Yes.
because I
Where
think
are they? 15?
they're 13. I think they're better than Cleveland, LA, and Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle was one I thought would be better this year, but they have not. They're nothing like they were last year.
So we'll
For what
let
that's worth.
Houston make that jump, and then
To where?
after at
10?
10.
Whoa!
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the teams we're looking at next are, Cleveland, the Chargers, the Seahawks, Minnesota, the Rams, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. I mean, we're not looking at good teams at all.
No, Cleveland's got to fall.
Cleveland does have to fall. I will say, I'll say, all right. So Tampa, I said Tampa needs to go under Vegas, Green Bay, the Jets, and Denver. That's one thing I put out. I put so
Does Denver move up?
let's drop the 32. I said New England's the worst team in the league. If New England and Carolina played right now, Carolina would win. Carolina would win. Carolina would win.
They just fired their head coach.
The Patriots just lost to the fucking Giants versus Tommy DeVito.
Well, so do the Redskins.
Okay. We're arguing 31 or 32. And I
All
just
right,
put
fair.
New England at 32. I mean,
New England at 32 is fair.
New England
That's
at
fine.
32. I'll put Carolina at 31.
The thing is, they're trying to lose. Carolina is not.
And then I would say probably like the Giants, Arizona, Chicago.
Sure.
Giants, Arizona, Chicago. Now I wrote this down. I wrote Atlanta needs to be over Tennessee, Washington, New Orleans, and Indiana.
All right.
Which
I
would
think you can
stick
put
them, which would stick
Washington
them,
right after whatever that last team you said was.
at 27. Okay.
Or the Giants in there yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we can go after
Okay.
them.
Okay. So that would drop Atlanta down to 22. And then I'm gonna say Denver. I'd say Denver over Green Bay, over
Yep.
Vegas,
Yep.
over Tampa,
Yep.
over
They're on a 5 straight kicker right now.
over the Rams.
Not yet.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay. Okay.
what's the Rams' record even? 5 and 6.
Not good. Not good at
5 and
all.
6.
What about Pittsburgh?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll put it to you like this. I think it should go. I think it should go. Fuck, dude. I really don't know where to go with this because right now
What do we got left?
we're looking at Chargers, Seattle, Cleveland, Minnesota, the Rams, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Jets, Denver.
All right. Chargers and the Seahawks still have quarterbacks.
Okay.
They can go hand in hand. Chargers better than the Seahawks.
Okay. And then Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Okay. Then Pittsburgh. Then the
Cleveland's sad because both of their quarterbacks aren't great.
Then the Rams, or do we put Cleveland?
Rams go after the
Steelers?
Yeah.
Rams. Okay. So we're looking at Browns, Vikings, Denver. I think Denver.
Oh yeah, Denver. I thought
makes
Denver
that
after
jump
the
at
Rams.
15. And then I would say fuck, dude. I'd say after Denver,
Browns.
I'd say we could go. I'd say Browns, Minnesota, Cincinnati. Browns,
Sure.
Browns, Jets, Cincinnati, Minnesota.
Browns. Bengals.
Jets, Minnesota. Minnesota
Yeah,
Jets.
maybe.
Minnesota Jets.
Minnesota Jets.
Minnesota Jets. Okay, Minnesota Jets. That
Even though
leaves
this
us-
game was abysmal.
And then I would say you can go Atlanta. Atlanta. Is Green Bay better than Atlanta?
Yes.
Is Vegas better than Atlanta?
No.
So Green Bay, Atlanta,
Vegas.
Vegas. Okay, I'm okay with that.
I mean, how many teams don't have a starting quarterback right now? The one they started the season with.
Dude,
There's a couple.
a lot. There's a lot
A
of
lot.
fucking teams without a starting quarterback. And then from Washington at 27, I'd say we're looking at Tennessee, New Orleans, Indianapolis.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. It's Tennessee, Indianapolis, and then we have one more team that we are missing out on. Tampa.
Mm,
I'd say Tampa falls right at 26.
really?
Yeah, just a
All
little
right.
worse. Just a little worse than Indy and Tennessee and New Orleans.
Okay.
I mean, do you want to put them higher?
I think they deserve to be.
Okay. Over Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
So,
think they should sit right there.
Tennessee, Indiana. All right, power ranking is official. Starting at 32, week 12 power ranking. New England, Carolina, the New York Giants, Arizona, Chicago, Washington, Indianapolis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Vegas, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Green Bay, the Jets, Minnesota, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Denver at 15, the Rams, Pittsburgh, Seattle, the Chargers, Houston at 10, Detroit, Dallas, Buffalo, Jacksonville, Miami, San Fran, KC, Philly, and Baltimore.
Yeah, we still got Philly ranked at 2, but I
We
want to
do.
see
We
all
do.
of them lose.
We do. So it'll be interesting to see. But we got our MVP votes in. We will predict Thursday Night Football Week 13 after this bracket, Devin. We got I'd say a pretty good bracket today. I like it. Hopefully you fuck with it. But we got 8 Super Bowls from the 21st century.
Oh yeah.
Um, so we were gonna do 16, but I decided let's chop it down and really get 8 good Super Bowls that we actually want to talk about.
Yeah, there's some
Um,
in there that not
so
fun.
I will pull this up for us. Can you see the screen? Yep, I think you can. You got this?
Yeah.
All right, so we got 8 Super Bowls. I got some information on them. I mean, we're basically, we're figuring out. I got in my opinion, the 8. I mean, and from just us talking about them, the 8 best Super Bowls from this century, and we're gonna figure out the best one. Starting
Agreed.
off, first matchup, Super Bowl 51 going up against Super Bowl 44. So, just to refresh your memory,
I'm terrible
just
with
say,
numbers.
I'm refresh your memory. Super Bowl 51, Atlanta
Patriots Falcons.
Falcons were up 28-3, and New England came back and beat them. So before we get into it, New England beats Atlanta 34-28. And Super Bowl 44 was when New Orleans beat Indianapolis 31-17. Now, this is a first round matchup. This is probably the easiest one out of all the matchups we'll have because
Yeah.
we all know it is Super Bowl 51, but
But how cool was it to see Drew Brees hold a baby with headphones on?
It happened. It was a thing. The Tracy Porter pick six.
Yep.
You had Drew Brees, Super Bowl MVP. He went 32 of 39, 288, 2 touchdowns. Um, but
Damn.
I mean, we can talk more about the Super Bowl 51 in the next round because I
Yeah.
mean everybody knows what it is. But we'll wait to talk about it a little
The
bit more.
Saints, what, one and only Super Bowl? Yeah.
I realized I didn't even zoom in for that first matchup because of how small this bracket is. But Super Bowl 43 versus Super Bowl 49. So Super Bowl 43 was Pittsburgh beating Arizona 27-23.
Ooh.
And Super Bowl 49 was New England beating Seattle
Seattle.
28-24.
What are we talking about first?
We're talking about Super Bowl 43 first. Talking about Super Bowl 43 first. So,
All right.
Pittsburgh beat Arizona 27-23. I mean, let's just off the top of the head, you got James Harrison.
James Harrison.
I mean,
99-yard pick six.
just a beautiful pick
Like
six from James
on for the
Harrison.
buzzer at halftime.
I mean, could have won MVP off of just that play alone.
For sure.
But Santonio Holmes, who had, one of the best toe tap game-winning touchdown receptions of all times, won that Super Bowl MVP, had 9 receptions for 131 yards and that touchdown on top of it. Something interesting I saw about this game is Arizona had 33 total rushing yards that game.
Well, yeah, because they were fucking throwing
But I
piss
mean
missiles to Larry Fitz.
But this Pittsburgh defense with that that dominance and the
But
James Harrison's pick six. I mean,
the forgotten play was the fourth quarter when the Cardinals went up on a slant pass that Fitzgerald took for what, 50 plus yards?
yep, he housed that bitch. Mm-hmm.
And then the Steelers went down and fucking scored. But had that toe tap not happened, that Fitzgerald is the best play of the fucking
Mm-hmm.
game. That was a fucking sick play.
That's Antonio Holmes catches. That is one of the best. But Super Bowl 49, Devin. Super Bowl 49. Look, Seahawks lose to the Patriots 28-24. Seahawks have a chance to go back to back. And
Honestly, I don't remember any play from that game unless it was on that drive.
well, let's just look. We can agree that, I mean, sure, you can go back in history and maybe some statistic could tell you otherwise, but this Super Bowl had the worst decision, play calling wise, ever
Of all in any sport.
of all
Yeah.
time. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, of any sport. I mean, this is worse than to me. To me, this is worse than a wide open Steph Curry. Some really good baseball player you can name with the bases loaded at bat. Um,
Barry Bonds.
I mean, like Jordan with the ball in his hand, with the last shot. I mean, you got Marshawn Lynch at the goal line.
Yeah.
Just punch that bitch in.
Yep.
And y'all are back-to-back Super Bowl champs.
For the first time since 2005.
No, they lost.
5. No, not in 05.
The Seahawks?
No, the freaking
Oh, the 05 Super Bowl was
Patriots.
sorry. I mean, 05
Patriots went back to back.
03.
03 and 04.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, I was thinking of the Seahawks Steelers Super Bowl. So sorry about that. But I mean, besides the worst call in the history of calls, Patriots were
Yeah.
down 10 in that fourth quarter.
Yep.
I mean the
They
Jermaine.
scored on a play that I can't remember.
Yeah. I mean, a play that sticks out in that fourth quarter was Julian Edelman catching it, and I want to say probably Cam or someone just coming down on him, and he takes it and swivels around and cuts up the field, and I mean the Jermaine Curse catch.
Well, yeah, no, that yeah. So
Jermaine
it was
Kearse bobbled
20.
catch.
It was 34-28. Jermaine Curse got them there, bobbled it, bobbled it, bobbled it, bobbled it. They run the ball with Marshawn. Correct. They're at the 2 on second and goal, and then they throw it to I can't remember that receiver's name, but it was picked off
I
by
don't remember who he threw it to, but Malcolm Butler
Malcolm Butler's.
gets the interception. But here's the question, Devin. What was the better Super Bowl?
43.
In my eyes, it's Super Bowl 43.
43 was hype, and I picked the Steelers, and I was pissed. I was in third grade. I was pissed
Why were you pissed?
because my teacher was a Steelers fan, and I was like, "Fuck you! I'm picking the
Okay.
Cardinals. I like Kurt Warner."
So, I mean, when we're talking like just an entertaining game, yes, the Seahawks Patriots game was entertaining, but
Yeah,
at the end of the day, it's only maybe going into this, people might have been like, "Oh, Super Bowl 49," but it's only
no,
because of how much it's talked about.
yeah. I mean,
And
like,
the reason it is talked about is because it's the biggest mistake in the history of mistakes.
but outside of that, the game was it was a decent game. It wasn't
It was a
nothing
great
crazy,
game.
but
I mean,
like it blew up, and all the fucking Seahawks fans with their granola and their fucking assholes were punching their TVs in and all that shit and drinking their fucking
yeah, and I mean
white wines and
that was
shit,
to me that was like the end of the Legion.
smoking mushrooms out of their toes,
That
whatever
was
they were doing.
that was like the end of the Legion of Boom, bro. I
It
mean
was.
that was like peak. That was peak Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
But
Fucking
God,
sorry
man,
ass receiver
Super Bowl
Michael
4. I think
Crabtree,
it's
dude.
Super Bowl 43 moving on, isn't it?
Yeah,
Super
it's a
Bowl
better Super Bowl.
43.
That was hype as fuck.
We got Super Bowl 52 going up against Super Bowl 45. So Super Bowl 52, Devin, it was Philadelphia beating New England 41-33, going up
You know
against
how I get for Mr. BDN, dude.
Super Bowl 45, Green Bay beating Pittsburgh 31-25.
No question.
Look, look.
Gonna be honest, I was young when 45 was a thing, and my dad said, go to bed. So I did not. I watched one half of that Super Bowl,
You were told to go to bed during Super Bowl 45.
and I didn't have a phone, and no one had streaming
That's
platforms, so I
fucked.
didn't watch it.
That is fucked up. I will tell
I think
you.
my mom told me to go to bed, and then like when the game was over, my dad was like, "Packers won," and I was like, "Thanks."
Wow. So
Yeah.
that must have.
And then I watched all the highlights on Sports Center in the morning.
What a great way to digest sports at a young age, Devin. I'm glad that's that to know that's the way you came up. Who
He
won?
said, "Go eat rocks."
Who won? Okay, you're good.
Yeah, he was like,
You're good for
Packers won, and I was like, "What was the score?" He was like, 35
31
something,
25.
31-25. Damn, it's close.
I mean, it is Aaron Rodgers' only Super Bowl. But let's be real. When we're talking Super Bowls, we're talking Super Bowl 52.
Exciting Super Bowls.
We're talking a Philly special. We're
The
talking the
Philly
whole.
Philly. I want Philly. We're talking about a Super Bowl with a fucking statue, son.
We're talking about the whole Nick Foles story.
Buh.
Tom Brady throwing for over 500 yards that game.
And losing
I mean, come on.
and dropping a pass and then getting beat on that same play.
There's really no. Yeah, I mean the drop pass from Brady. I mean, come on.
And what's his name? The coach Belichick said Malcolm Butler cannot play in this game, and he did not play in that game.
Bro.
He benched him.
Bro. What happened? Why did he bench him?
I don't know.
What did Malcolm? Hold on. Malcolm Butler definitely stood on the sideline that entire Super Bowl, and that just hit me like crazy memories just flooded through my mind
Yeah.
of just Malcolm Butler just watching the Super Bowl.
He
from the
had a
sideline.
heated exchange with Matt Patricia.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, I forgot all about that.
Patricia was not happy with Butler's effort on the field and let him know it. And then, yeah, they benched him. He stood there. He sat there with a helmet on the whole game.
Yeah, shout out to Bill. Super Bowl 47, Super Bowl 57, Devin.
I'm glad they fucking. What a bunch of fucking pricks.
So Super Bowl 57, Kansas City beat Philly 38-35. And
The Turf Bowl.
Super Bowl 47, Baltimore beat San Francisco 34-31.
All I know is the power went out, and then I was told to go to sleep. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, I'll refresh your memory. Joe Flacco had one of the greatest postseason runs of all time, and then
11
had
touchdowns,
a
no
beautiful
picks.
Super Bowl performance, throwing 22 of 33, 287 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That entire playoff run, Jacoby Jones in the Super Bowl, fucking Anquan Bolden getting his shine.
Jacoby Jones ran one back from 107.
Yes, he did.
107.
I mean, the final ride for Ray Lewis. I mean, the light.
He got hurt.
The lights going
still.
out. He got hurt. Yeah, and he made it. He tore his tricep and made it back for the playoffs. Get off
True.
dicks. Peyton Manning did. Peyton Ray Lewis Super Bowl last Super Bowl is a lot more credible than Peyton Manning's fugazi ass fucking Super Bowl win.
I agree.
Super Bowl 50.
I'm glad you said Fugazi because that's true.
But I am biased when it comes to this because to me, I mean, there is obviously one of the biggest Super Bowl stories, and that is Roger Goodell pulling the plug on the Ravens getting a blowout win in the Super Bowl
Exactly.
because
And then Sam Cock has to stand back there and fucking.
like Terrell Suggs said, or I don't know if this was Terrell or Ray, but it's a multi-billion-dollar business.
And power's just going to go out.
Biggest game of the year,
The one time you need the power on.
and the power goes out.
The
That's
power's never gone out in a regular game.
yeah. No, I mean,
And then Beyonce broke everything, dude.
yeah. No, it was it's
What a
Beyonce
fucking shit show that
because
was.
there's not a halftime show every Super Bowl.
Nah, but hers was
Yeah, lights out.
fun and hip.
It was lights out. Super Bowl 57,
She
Devin.
was dude, she was shaking too much ass up there.
Last year's
She was
Super
shaking so
Bowl.
much ass they didn't know what to do with it. They fucking had to turn the lights off.
Last year's Super Bowl, Kansas City beat Philly 38-35.
Fuck
Super
that Super Bowl.
Bowl. All right. Hey,
Just so hard. Fuck.
hey,
I don't even want to talk about plays from that.
hey. All
Number
right.
one, it was complete bullshit. Number two, it was a fucking, oh, we have two brothers. Fuck you. Shut up. It was cooler when the McCourty brothers were on the same team. That's much cooler.
Oh, in the Harbaugh Bowl. Sorry, I didn't even throw
The
that in
Harbaugh
there.
Bowl
Yeah,
is way cooler than
and
the
it was
Kelsey Bowl.
it
Suck my nuts.
it was the Harbaugh Bowl. So I forgot to mention that. We got Super Bowl 51 going up against Super Bowl
And no one knew
33.
who Travis Kelsey was before this fucking skinny white girl. So.
Oh, you're gonna your draw. People are gonna hate you for that.
No, it was a joke.
Yeah. Super Bowl 51, Super Bowl 43. In your eyes, what defines like if you what are you looking at when you're trying to figure out like what defines like the best game or what could be a contender for the best game?
Well, there's got to be multiple plays, big plays throughout the game. It's got to be close. I don't like blowouts. Not cool. Um, there has to be that memorable moment, that snap, that fucking crisp. That's what did it. I don't know.
See, but
Cheerleaders.
you do know you're defining Super Bowl 43. I mean, you are describing Super Bowl 43
I'm
right now.
describing multiple Super Bowls.
But I'm saying you're describing Super Bowl 43 way more than you're describing Super Bowl 51. I'm not saying like let's just go with them NA, fuck it, but I'm just saying if you were already leaning towards 51, I want you to just think about that for a second. You were describing now Super Bowl 51. Let's be real. It was the it was one of the greatest moments.
Collapses.
It was one of the greatest collapses and moments, like in totality, coming back 28-3 is a phenomenal feat. But when you look at like the dominoes that had to fall in place for that to happen,
Yeah.
it was very, very close to impossible.
Yes.
Because that first half, it was a blowout.
Now, when I look at it from a consumer standpoint, I stopped watching that game.
See, I 100% didn't, but
I went outside to play basketball.
I know a lot of people did.
I 100%. I was like, this sucks. Tom Brady's the worst. What a cheating son of a bitch he is. Yeah, and then I went outside and played basketball. And then someone was like, hey, it's a one-score game. I was like, wow. And then I ran back inside and I watched James White tear their ass up. But I mean, people forget that fucking Matt Ryan took 2 fucking sacks when they were in field goal range that could have just ended the game.
Matt Ryan,
rather than throwing the ball out, he fucking took 2 sacks, took him back to the 50.
Matt
Screwed
Ryan taking those sacks, the Julian Edelman catch that, I mean, if you gave him 100 tries, if you gave him 100 more tries, I don't know if he makes that catch.
I don't think anyone could ever make that catch ever. Makes no sense.
Super Bowl 43 was a good game from the first whistle blown to the last whistle blown.
Like this was the Patriots game was two dominant games in one.
Yes.
Like they were never playing well at the same time. There was no like it was like basically 28 unanswered points, and then it was another 28 unanswered points.
Kind of like Super Bowl 49. It's really, really known almost better for its mistakes in the game.
Oh yeah, like there was no offensive production that was noteworthy in that game.
So I don't know, Dev. We might piss some people off, but Super Bowl 43 is going to the finals.
Super Bowl 51. If we're talking about like what's a good football game, like if you're gonna go back and watch a football game, I'm watching 43. I'm not watching 51. Yeah. It's a cool story. It's awesome.
No, if I'm going back to watch Super Bowl 51, I'm watching the comeback parts. Like,
I'm not watching. Like, I mean, we're gonna see Tom Brady throw a pick six and dive with his 40-year-old ass body and try to swipe an ankle. We'll watch that, and then they're like, oh, here's an hour-long documentary on the last 12 minutes of the football game, plus 3 in OT or whatever the fuck.
Super Bowl 52 going up against Super Bowl.
That's probably going to piss some people off, and I'm fine with it.
That is going to piss some people off. That is. But let's just remind people. I mean, hey, 28-3 was one of the best moments. Not the best game.
No,
it wasn't the best game.
It was a shit dick game, dude.
That's the thing. Like you said, from the aspect of like this game's over, and then like leaving and then being like told like, yo, like it's going into OT. Then it's like, oh shit, like it's like a moment. Yeah. But you weren't like if you
could not know that the entire game was close.
You weren't leaving that game. I mean,
no.
I mean that James Harrison pick was right before half, right?
That was the last play before the half.
Like you're going into halftime going like, what the fuck? Like,
and then the fucking Cardinals came out firing.
What was that?
Yeah.
I mean that look, it was a better game. It was a better game. Super Bowl 52.
I mean that one, like a 99-yard pick six in a Super Bowl from a linebacker, from a big linebacker too,
from an edge rusher, like
from a D end,
like from an outside linebacker D end. Like bro was a
he could be an inside. He's bigger than he's like 50 pounds heavier than Von Miller. James Harrison.
I mean, it was Debo.
Big fucker.
It was Debo. I mean, that's what it was.
He took that bitch 99 yards. That's better than any play from Super Bowl 51.
Yes, it is. It was. Super Bowl 52 going up against Super Bowl 47. I mean, am I biased for thinking there's a chance, or is it Super Bowl 52?
I mean, there's a bit of a chance.
Because we're completely going back on everything we said. If we pick
Super
Bowl 47, we are.
I was putting Big Dick Nick right up there just because of my initial thought, and then you go back and you talk about all the plays, the 99 or the 107-yard kickoff return to start the half, second quarter.
Yeah, but think about it. That first half,
dominant.
We were blowing them out. It took, we keep talking about this. It was
28 to 7, 6. I think it was like 28 to 6.
I can't completely. I'm.
And then it was 34-31 final.
Yeah. But see the thing. The thing about. The thing about this game, I don't know. It's the moment. We were talking about like the great thing about Super Bowl 51 is the story of the comeback. One of the best stories of Super Bowl 47 is the power going out.
True.
When we talk about Super Bowl 52, there is the narrative behind it, of course.
Yep.
But when we're talking a game, it was a great game.
It was and it was close.
Great game. The losing quarterback game threw for 500 passing yards.
Yeah, and no Gronk.
500 yards.
No Gronk? Or did Gronk play in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, Gronk damn near caught a tipped Hail Mary at the end, did he not?
Sorry, Gronk didn't play in 51.
Yeah.
No, Gronk was injured during 51.
But bro, I mean, I kind of want to just move it on so we can talk about it more in the finals. But it's Super Bowl 52.
Yeah,
It's Super
agree.
Bowl 50. Shout out to the Ravens. Hopefully, we can talk about Super Bowl 58 in the future and how good the Ravens played in that one. But
Yeah, dude, Gronk had 9 catches, 116 yards, and 2 tutties.
come on now, come on. We got Super Bowl 52 going up against
And they lost.
Super Bowl 52 going up against Super Bowl 43. So
Yeah, I like
I
this.
mean, it is a great game going up against a great game. Now, here's the thing. Without no, I can't even say that because there's a lot of certain plays you can pull out of that Philly New England game that make it so special. Because I was gonna say like the James Harrison pick six, the toe tap from Santonio Holmes. I, do-
To play
now
to
I don't think the Philly special compares to it, but there's not a
no,
James Harrison or a Santonio Holmes statue.
no, but it also wasn't their first Super Bowl.
But I'm just saying it.
That
There
is
is a
true. But
statue for this
here's the
play.
thing. Here's the thing. Say that play happened in '09,
Hmm.
the Philly special. We don't get that mic'd up audio documentary.
Yeah,
That documentary, like the mic'd up thing. If we got that in Super Bowl 43,
I guarantee you can go back and find a bunch of mic'd up plays from Super Bowl 43. You can
probably.
no, you can. I promise you can.
No, you're lying.
I mean, we've talked about Super Bowl 43 a lot. Super Bowl 52. I mean, it was 41-33. Nick Foles took over a team, which I know it's crazy to say at this time, but Carson Wentz was on pace to win MVP.
Yeah.
Tore his knee all up.
Yep.
Nick Foles takes over, goes all the way to the Super Bowl, and beats Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, who's coming off a Super Bowl
Tom
victory.
Brady throws 505 yards, 3 picks, 0 interceptions, 28 of 48.
3
Nick Foles
tutties.
was 28 of 43, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Damn. LeGarrette Blount rushed for 90
Yeah,
and had a
yeah.
tutty. Corey Clement had 100 receiving yards. Nelson Aguilar, 84. Alshon. Torrey Smith had 49 receiving yards. Torrey Smith! This team won a Super Bowl with old nuts Torrey Smith.
Torrey Smithy.
Torrey Smith's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. He played in both of them.
Yeah, yeah, he is.
This is
And
no
he
LaShawn
made
McCoy. I didn't play one
yeah, but
snap.
he made damn near zero impact in both of them. Super Bowl
50 yards is a little bit.
Super Bowl. I mean, what are we thinking? What's the deciding factor? Because you take away those few moments of the you take away those few moments of Super Bowl 43 and it's like
I mean,
to me Philly versus New England it was the whole game you were on the edge of your seat
oh
like
yeah.
holy shit.
And it was a fucking slugfest.
And you take away the James Harrison pick six. You take away when Larry housed that bitch.
Yeah.
You, yes, you now yes, the Steelers could have went down and scored any way possible, but they happened to pick one of the greatest plays, game-winning touchdowns ever. I don't
But you're saying, if you take those 3 plays away, those are 3 of, well, at least 2 of some of the greatest Super Bowl plays ever.
but if you take just those two
The
plays out,
Philly special one is probably up there as
if you
well.
just take those couple plays out, it does not touch Super Bowl 52.
No, I
You can
agree.
take Philly out and just have Nick Foles throw for a 4th touchdown because I'm sorry, Nick Foles had 3 passing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown.
Yeah.
So I forgot to throw that in there too. So I mean, yeah, he could have just
Well, let me just pull up some
I mean, you
stats
could
on
pull up all the stats you
Super
want.
Bowl
I mean, you have
43.
Super Bowl MVP Centennial Holmes, 9 receptions, 131 yards. Like I said, the Cardinals were held to 33 rushing yards. Big Ben only threw for 21 to 30, 256, one touchdown, one interception. That was his only touchdown. Was that game-winning touchdown? I mean,
Oh
we're
shit.
talking Tom Brady and Nick Foles battling out, both with 3 passing touchdowns, and Nick Foles with a receiving touchdown. Come on, bro! It's Super Bowl 52. You are reaching for just an argument for Super Bowl
No,
43.
I know. I'm no. I'm not reaching for an argument. I'm just trying to reach for
I mean, something
something I
you
could
said
pull out of 43 that could compete, and I don't think so.
that's what I'm saying. You're like, hold on, bro. I gotta find some stats. Fuck them stats. It's over.
Yeah,
I think it's
I agree.
Super Bowl 52. Now, people might be mad that this wasn't going up against Super Bowl 51, but I will say that I think.
But we've done a bracket
Mm,
with
mm,
this, and I think we said this one was better than that one.
maybe, but I feel we broke it down a lot better. I feel like
I
we
feel like I'm glad that we shit on Super Bowl 51
no, I feel like that, that's a hot ass take.
because it doesn't deserve what it
It
gets.
it does. I mean, it for the moment for how the game happened, it definitely does. But when you break down what was a better game,
Super Bowl 52 had over 1,000 total yards.
I mean,
How often does that fucking happen?
it's Super Bowl 52.
And it happens in a Super Bowl? Fucking 50 some fucking first downs in a football
Yeah,
game?
yeah. No, it's Super Bowl
That's football,
52.
dude.
Devin, Thursday night football.
I might rewatch that Super Bowl.
Seahawks Cowboys.
God damn it, dude.
So I'm going with the Cowboys. Seahawks are not beating the
I
Cowboys.
think it would be smart for me to pick the Cowboys.
Pick the Hawks, bro.
I got that itch,
Come
son.
on, bro. Pick the Hawks.
I got that itch that everybody got in Seattle. That fucking I just did a bunch of K2.
No,
I just did a bunch of
people
crocodile.
in Seattle are smoking probably some of the best.
I just fucking shot up what do they call it?
Needles?
Fentanyls.
Nope. Are you going with Dallas?
Have you seen those interviews where they go around and interview drug
Yeah.
addicts? He's like, I've died 4 times. You're like, maybe you should stop doing drugs, dude. They're like, yeah, my heart stopped last week. You know, I do.
All right.
Huh?
Are you going with Dallas?
Yeah.
All right. I'll mark you down for Dallas. Let me know if you change your mind. But
You know what they should
what's
do?
up?
You know how they bring like honorary guests out before the games, and they're like, "Hey, look, we got the mayor of whatchamacallit." They should bring out all the people. Like, how many people have died 4 times? Those people should be on the football field. They're like, "Oh, we have Brandon from Southern Seattle. He died last week in his mother's Range Rover that she stole from a nice couple." They should bring those people out.
And
People who have died
like
before. Those are our
instead of
heroes.
who?
Like people who do good community service and people who donate. Don't put those people out there. Put Trisha,
So
who has
I
injected
but I didn't bring this topic up.
so much she's lost 7 toes and she can still stand on her own feet.
I, I didn't bring this topic up just because I feel like we've been talking about him too much. But I feel like it's also kind of like interesting to see how many like how long we can go. You know, how like a streak for like dumb things Cam Newton says.
November's almost over. Oh, sorry.
Cam Newton says dumbass shit.
Yeah, no, I think that's why he speaks on the
I mean,
internet.
every episode I'm bringing you a new thing he said that's just dumb.
Yeah, I you know what I did do? I watched the clip from RG3's podcast because they were the ones talking about that $5.5 million. And if you watch RG3's face, Cam's like, man, I'm not penny pinching, bro. I'm not coming back for no $5.5 million. And RG3 goes, yeah, bro. Yeah.
RG3 is coming
5.5
back
million.
for
Bro,
5.5.
RG3's making $100,000 a year right now being on goddamn fucking NFL Network or ESPN. He was like, I'm not making no 5.5
You're
mil.
coming back for 5.5, my guy.
RG3 never made 5.5 mil.
I
What are
don't
we
think
doing?
anybody's offering Cam 5.5 right now.
I don't think so
But do you
either.
want me to tell you the newest dumb
Yes.
thing Cam Newton said? So Cam Newton was trying to get in his philosophical bag, I feel like. He was trying to get in his
Nice.
smart bag. So he was talking and he was like, I noticed. Hold on here.
Yeah, I need to hear him say it.
Here. I know. Oh, you
Oh
want to
no,
hear
never
it?
mind.
You want to
You
hear
can
it?
say it.
You want me to just you want
No,
me to pull it
you
up?
do it first, and then I'll listen.
So Cam Newton, something along the lines of like, I noticed, like my kids, they're in private school, and the they you know they got like white teachers, um, and it was Black History Month, and my kid comes home and they're like, Dad, my teacher is my teacher is teaching us about Black History Month. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how a white teacher can teach about something that they don't they how can they teach about that? Like how do they know? How can they Cam, there's this thing called history class, right?
I'm not Ottoman.
So there's this thing, right, where you go to class for history and they cover like everything.
History.
Um he said a lot. I think I need to pull up the clip. He said
I think we should pull it
he
up.
said a lot. He said something. I mean,
But by the
what's
way,
up?
RG3 signed a 2-year, $4 million contract with the Ravens.
What was that?
2-year, $4 million. So $2 million a year.
He signed for $2 million a year to the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, RG3 is taking that 5.5 million,
RG3's taking 5.5 any
and
day of the fucking
he
week.
is running with it. So here, let me pull up Cam Newton.
That's crazy, dude. What a fucking nutbag Cam Newton is, dude. Saying that to RG3.
I'm going through an issue right now with my children. All of them have education from private schools. When my daughter came home, it was February, and she said, Dad, a white person is teaching us about Black history. And I was like, yo, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, right? We all are entitled to their own opinion. And I'm like, if a white person is teaching about Black history, can a Black person teach about white culture? Caucasian history?
It's not Caucasian history, Cam. It's just history. It's just.
But so is Black history. Black
No,
history is also just
Devin,
history.
I know. I'm getting to that. It's all just history. All of it.
Now,
It's all just history.
I don't know about you, but I have seen Black history teachers
I've
before.
100%. And you know what?
And do you want to hear something cool?
Well, hold on. Before you say this, want to know something I never learned in history class? I didn't learn Caucasian history. Here. How did she word it? Let's see. Hold on.
Teaching about Black history, can a Black person teach about white culture?
White culture. I was never taught white culture unless.
Well,
Like,
Black
what are we
history,
talking about here?
they're not
Because
teaching about Black culture.
I know.
It's not current Black culture.
I know. That's here. Let's just see if he. Let's see.
History. You see what I'm saying? European history. And I'm like,
so he just.
There's Black people in Europe.
So let's just remember. Cam Newton thinks that European history is the same as Caucasian history / white or white culture. Let's remember that.
You could, but it's going to be some things that's left out. You know what I'm saying? Slavery. How did Africans move to, America? And
now, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Move? They did not move to America, brother.
So
they were sent. But they were sent by African people. The African people. We're not going to get too much into this.
We don't even have to get into that because,
but slavery,
it's taught.
Just by the way, slavery is not like when people say Band-Aid. Band-Aid's a brand. And when people say slavery, the slavery in America is a brand of slavery. It's a type of slavery. But slavery still happens, and it's happened since the dawn of man.
Mm.
So saying slavery when you're talking about history is irrelevant because no one outside of America
specifically
thinks
in reference to Black history. But he's saying that that's not being taught because white teachers are teaching it.
I was taught it by white teachers.
But it's because it's just history. It's all history.
No.
It's all. Let's see if there's any.
Also, and Mike, do you want to hear something cool?
What's
up? Private school. We went to public school. I had Black teachers.
So
I had a Black history teacher.
We went to school together. We both went to a public school. We had Black teachers. We learned about.
It's a choice to send your child to public or private school.
We learned about
private school.
Okay, here, let me ask you a question, Cam. Do you think you would be exactly the same and went through all the experiences you went through and be the same man you are and have the same knowledge you have if you got to just be silver spoon through private school? And then grow up and go through the trials and tribulations that you went through, and then go to University of Florida, go to JUCO, have to come back to D1, go through all that shit.
Now, I'm not going to tell Cam Newton to raise his kids.
Nah.
But if he wants to send them to a place with generally, I don't know what area he lives in, but generally more diverse teachers, it's public school.
Yeah, public school has diverse teachers, and I will say
depending on the area.
Super diverse. Especially history, bro. There's so many different history classes.
We went to a diverse school.
Yeah.
There's some schools that aren't diverse.
No, but look, I don't know how much that we went so back and forth. I don't even know how much of this Cam conversation is left in, but Cam Newton, please. I mean, you were my favorite, one of my favorite players throughout these years, bro. And you are just, he's just an airhead, bro. He just said, that's not right.
Well, he's just saying stuff, he's saying things that are going to make him popular.
What the hell do you mean that's not right, bro? They just don't. I don't know. I'm over talking about Cam. We need to get out of here.
Yep.
We talked all of Week 12's games. We talked. We did a bracket. We talked fantasy. We talked MVP votes. We talked power rankings, some college football. We predicted Thursday night football Week 13. Devin, next episode, we're going to talk Thursday night football. We're going to predict all of Week 13's games. We're going to talk some of these conference championships in college football, talk some NBA, and then obviously have another bracket. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I hope someone pays Cam Newton $6 million a year so we can see how bad he is currently. Because apparently he thinks he's still has a shot in this league to make more than
5.5.
Some people.
5.5.
But, I mean, irrelevance to money, I still don't think he's good enough to play and perform well. Well enough to be a playoff quarterback.
No, I'm taking.
I mean, he could beat out Aiden O'Connell.
Maybe.
Some guys.
Maybe. Because his name is Cam Newton, sure. If his name is Stan Johnson, he might not beat out Aiden O'Connell. So, I don't know. At the end of the day, with all that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. Brand new episodes every Tuesday and Saturday. Yeah. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.